Good morning, everyone. I, Rachna Goria, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of Dalmia Bharat Sugar and Industries Limited, welcome you all to the 73rd Annual General Meeting of the company. I'm attending this Annual General Meeting from our Delhi office. Hope you all are doing good. This AGM is being held through video conferencing, facilitated by National Securities Depository Limited, in accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purposes of quorum as per the Companies Act 2013. We have the requisite quorum present to conduct the proceedings of this AGM. All the board members, management personnel, and auditors are attending this AGM through video conferencing from different locations. I would like to introduce the members of the board of directors of the company and other invitees attending this AGM. Our board has an appropriate mix of executive, non-executive, and independent directors. Our board comprises of 7 directors, out of which 3 are independent directors, including 1 independent women director, 2 are non-executive, non-independent directors, and 2 are executive directors. We have with us Mr. Rajiv Bakshi, an independent director on our board. He is our esteemed chairman of the board. He is also the chairman of Risk Management Committee of the Board of Directors.
Good morning and hello.
Good morning, sir. Ms. Amita Mishra, an independent director, is the chairperson of the Audit Committee, the Nomination Remuneration Committee, and the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee of the Board of Directors.
Morning, everyone.
Mr. Neeraj Chandra, an independent director, he is the chairman of Stakeholders Relationship Committee and a member of Audit Committee and Nomination and Remuneration Committee of the Board of Directors. Mr. Tyagarajan Venkatesan, a non-executive director of the company, is a member of Risk Management Committee of the Board of Directors. We also have Mr. Bharat Bhushan Mehta, a non-executive director of the company, is a member of Risk Management Committee, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, and Corporate Social Responsibility Committee.
Good morning, everyone.
We have Mr. Gautam Dalmia, the esteemed managing director of our company, a dynamic leader whose strategic vision and exceptional expertise has been instrumental in propelling our company to new heights of innovation and success. Mr. Pankaj Rastogi, the whole-time director and CEO of the company, is a member of Audit Committee, Risk Management Committee, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, and CSR Committee.
Good morning, everyone.
We also have with us Mr. Piyush Gupta, Chief Financial Officer of the company.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. R. Jalan, Representative Statutory Auditors of the company, NSBP & Co. Mr. Vikas Gera, Secretarial Auditor of the company and Scrutinizer for this AGM. May I now request the Chairman to please take the chair and address the shareholders.
Thank you, Rachna. Good morning to my esteemed colleagues on the Board of Directors of Dalmia Bharat Sugar and Industries Limited, the management team, auditors, scrutinizer, and all the valuable members. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to welcome you all to the 73rd Annual General Meeting of Dalmia Bharat Sugar and Industries Limited. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to thank each one of you for your continued trust, encouragement, and support. As we look back at the financial year ended 31st of March 2025, we feel a sense of satisfaction with the progress we've made across all aspects of our business. This year's integrated annual report carries the theme Digital Transformation, Sweetening the Future, and it reflects well the work we have undertaken to bring technology deeper into our operations. I'm sure you've all had a chance to read it by now. Despite facing external challenges such as limited cane availability in parts of Uttar Pradesh and restrictions on sugar diversion for ethanol, we remained focused on our priorities. The results demonstrate that our efforts have been successful. We reported a total income of 3,820 crores, marking a growth of about 26% over the previous year. Our highest level profit after tax grew by more than 42% to 387 crores. This was accompanied by an improvement in earnings per share to 47.78 paisa, up from 33.66 paisa in the previous year, and a stronger balance sheet. Achieving a net debt-free status alongside record revenue and profit after tax in FY 2025 underscores our robust financial health and efficient capital management. Over the year, we also took clear steps to build long-term value across the core areas that matter to us: innovation, manufacturing, sustainability, financial discipline, and people development. Our work in research and development included projects such as the Sugarcane Seed Varietal Enhancement Program and the application of technologies like satellite imaging, geosensing, and SAP Ariba. These tools are already helping us make better decisions and improve outcomes. We also invested in the skills and growth of our people. Our teams across the organization have participated in digital upskilling and learning programs. New platforms and tools are enabling us to develop capabilities that align with the evolving needs of a changing business landscape. Environmentally, we adopted a regenerative approach, evidenced by a 15% year-on-year reduction in emissions intensity and zero environmental non-compliances. Our operations sustained 100% zero liquid discharge status and delivered significant water conservation outcomes, supported by a rupees 5.75 crore investment. We processed 207,774 metric tons of pressed mud into organic manure and biofertilizers, which were distributed to farmers within our command area. This organic amendment supported regenerative agriculture by improving soil fertility and structure. Our manufacturing footprint expanded as well. The Nigohi unit was upgraded to 10,500 TCD, Ramgarh to 7,700 TCD, along with a modernized packing house, and Ninai Devi, reached 4,000 TCD with improved diversion capacity. The newly acquired Bagoli Sugar Industry Limited, comprising a 3,500 TCD sugar unit and 12 megawatt cogeneration plant, was revived and made operational within just 90 days of acquisition, an outcome that demonstrated execution speed and operational discipline. In the ethanol segment, installed distillation capacity reached 8,850 KLPD, supported by the full year contribution of the 250 KLPD grain-based plant at Jawaharpur. These upgrades were strategically timed and completed ahead of the crushing season, ensuring seamless integration into financial year 2025 to 26 performance cycles. From a financial perspective, we adopted a balanced approach. We generated substantial internal accruals of 450.45 crores of cash from operations, which enabled us to pursue capital expansion without undue leverage. During the year, rupees 149 crores was deployed as capital expenditure towards high-impact growth-oriented investments. This initiative was focused on capacity building, technology upgrades, and sustainability-linked projects. Our return on capital employed for the year was 11%. Throughout the year, we focused on utilizing our resources efficiently, managing risk prudently, and making decisions that foster long-term resilience from From farm to factory, our digital and physical systems are better aligned than ever before. We are especially proud of how our efforts also created shared value for our communities. Our social engagement, CSR programs, and alignment with national welfare initiatives helped us build deeper trust amongst our shareholders. Our corporate governance practices reflect our value system encompassing our culture, policies, and relationships with our stakeholders. Our corporate structure, business operations, disclosure practices, and systems have been strictly aligned to our corporate governance principles. We accord the highest priority to system-driven performance. Software-based compliance system enables us to ensuring compliance across all units. It reflects unwavering commitment to compliance and forward-thinking culture. As we close the year and take stock, we are grateful to our teams, our partners, our farmers, and most of all to you, our shareholders, for believing in our journey. This year has shown what we can achieve when we combine the discipline with innovation and stay focused on execution. Thank you once again for your presence here today and for your continued support. I now call the 73rd Annual General Meeting of Dalmia Bharat Sugar and Industries Limited to order. I would now like to invite Mr. Piyush Gupta, the Chief Financial Officer of the company, to please give a brief presentation on the key financial highlights of the year 24-25.
Thank you, sir. Let me share the presentation. I hope the presentation is visible.
Yes, it is.
Yes. The key highlight for the year being we achieved the highest ever revenue and profit after tax. Revenue up by 26% from 3,028 crore to 3,820 crores. PAT up by 42% from 272 crore to 387
Your
crores.
page isn't moved, Mr. Gupta. You're still stuck on page 1.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Revenue up by 26% from 3,028 crore to 3,820 crores. PAT up by 42% from 270 crore to 387 crore. We sold 6 LMT sugar against 4.2 LMT of the last year. Sugar NSR being 38 rupees per kg against 37 rupees per kg last year. Highest ever distillery sales we achieved of 18 crore liters. In terms of key operational highlights, Ramgarh stood at number 1 position in UP in terms of sugar recovery. Kolhapur and Ninai Devi plant in Maharashtra stood at number 1 and 2 in terms of pool of sugar. Highest ever distillery sales at 18 crore liters. Sugar sales volume up by 43% at 6 LMT. In terms of project update, Bagoli plant capacity restored to 3,500 TCD. 100% subsidiary company Bagoli Sugar and Distilleries Limited merged with Dalmia Bharat Sugar and Industries Limited. Negohi plant capacity expanded to 10,500 TCD. Jawaharpur grain distillery capacity increased from 110 KLPD to 250 KLPD. In terms of sugar industry outlook, the sugar stocks at year end we expect around 57 LMT, which is around 2.5 months production of the year. During the year, gross sugar production was 296 LMT, which is lower compared to last year 342. Sugar derivation being 34 LMT versus 22 LMT of last year, and we should foresee stability in sugar prices in near future. Country achieved target of 20% blending ahead of targeted year of 2016, and we foresee this program will continue and giving benefit to the industry. Dividend for the year FY25, interim dividend approved by the board and paid during the year at the rate of rupees 450 per share. Final dividend approved by the board at the rate of rupees 1 rupees 50 paisa per share, subject to shareholders' approval. That's from my side. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Rajuji.
Thank you, Mr. Piyush Gupta. I now request the Company Secretary to conduct the further proceedings of this annual general meeting.
Is enabled throughout the meeting and shall remain enabled for 15 minutes thereafter. Members who have not voted through remote e-voting during 4th to 6th July 2025 could please use the e-voting facility and complete their voting. Mr. Vikas Gera, Practicing Company Secretary, has been appointed by the Board of Directors as the scrutinizer to ensure that the e-voting process is conducted in a fair and transparent manner and to scrutinize the votes cast by members through remote e-voting and e-voting during the meeting. All documents and registers referred to in the notice of the AGM and required under the Companies Act are available electronically for inspection by the members. As the AGM is being held through video conference, the facility for appointment of proxies by members is not available. Following the formal proceedings of the meeting, members will have the opportunity to participate in the question and answer session. The moderator will oversee this session once the chairman opens the floor. Please note that the company reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of the time. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the notice or appearing on the video conference page for a seamless participation through video conference. In case members face any difficulty, they may reach out on the helpline numbers. As the notice of this AGM and the annual report have already been circulated to all the members, with the permission of Chair, we would like to take the same as read.
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. With the permission of Chair, we will now take up the items as set forth in the notice of this AGM and seriatim.
Yes, please.
So item number 1 is an ordinary business item, is to consider and adopt the audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025 and the reports of the auditors and directors thereon. There is no qualification, reservation, or adverse remark in the statutory auditor's report on the financial statements of NSBP and Co. The notes on financial statements referred to in the auditor's report are self-explanatory and do not call for any comments and explanations. The auditors have not reported any matter under Section 143(12) of Companies Act. Also, there is no qualification, reservation, or adverse remark in the secretarial audit report of Vikas Gera and Associates, the secretarial auditor of the company. Item number 2 is an ordinary business item, is to consider and declare final dividend of rupees 1.50 per equity share, having face value of rupees 2 for the financial year 24-25. Item number 3 is an ordinary business item, is to consider and appoint a director in place of Shri Bharat Bhushan Mehta, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Item number 4 is an ordinary business item, is to consider and appoint a director in place of Shri Tyagarajan Venkatesan, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Item number 5 is a special business item, is to consider and ratify the remuneration of Messrs. R.J. Goyal and Company, cost accountants, the cost auditors of the company, for the financial year 25-26 by an ordinary resolution. Item number 6 is a special business item, is to consider and reappoint Shri Rajiv Bakshi as an independent director for the second term of 5 consecutive years with effect from 5th February 2026 by a special resolution. Item number 7 is a special business item, is to consider and appoint Vikas Gera and Associates as the secretarial auditor of the company to conduct the secretarial audit of the company for a period of 5 consecutive years with effect from financial year 25-26 till the financial year 29-30. Now there is no other business to transact, sir.
Thank you, Rachana. So now we have the question and answer session. E-voting is still in the process and will continue for 15 minutes even after the meeting. I would now request the moderator to take up the questions from the members who have registered themselves as speakers, addressing them one by one. Members are kindly requested to keep their questions brief and very specific. Additionally, Mr. Pankaj Dasogi, Whole-Time Director and CEO, and Mr. Piyush Gupta, CFO of the company, are requested to kindly address and answer the queries.
Yes, sir.
So I request Mr. Utkarsh Gupta, the moderator, to please take up the questions one by one.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Karthikeyan R is our first speaker shareholder. Sir, I would request you to please accept the prompt sent on your screen and ask your question.
This is Karthikeyan from Trichy. Is it audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes,
Please go ahead.
This year's annual report theme is digital transformation, sweetening the sugar. Could you explain the same, please?
Good morning, Mr. Karthikeyan. Digital transformation for us is not just about hardware or software. Today, it's about reshaping how we as a company create value. It allows us to scale responsibly, manage volatility more efficiently. In today's world, growth is no
Pankaj, you
longer
broke in the
defined.
middle, so I think I would repeat that.
Yes.
You were,
Should I?
you were
I'll
broken
answer
in the
the
middle.
I'll answer the
Start from
question
the
all
beginning,
over.
please.
Yeah, all over again, sir. So, Mr. Karthikeyan, digital transformation for us is not just about hardware or software. It's about reshaping how we create value. It allows us to scale responsibly, manage volatility more effectively, and deepen our stakeholder relationship through transparency and traceability. In today's world, growth is no longer defined by scale alone. It's defined by agility, intelligence, and sustainability of the organizations. That's why we are embedding digital capabilities across our entire manufacturing and supply chain ecosystems, using data and automation to optimize every step from cane field to ethanol tank. As we scale capacity, we diversify our feedstock, we expand green energy output, and modernize our workforce. Our goal remains clear: to be a future-ready enterprise where sustainability and profitability go hand in hand. Thank you, Mr. Karthikeyan.
Thank you, sir. We now have Mr. Milan who will be asking his question. Sir, please go ahead and ask your question.
My name is Milan Sani from Uttarakhand. My question is: sugar is the government regulatory industry. Do you think that government policies, rule, and beneficial of the sugar industry?
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Milan. I think the regulatory environment continues to play a very critical role in shaping the trajectory of the Indian sugar industry. Both sugar and ethanol industry. Ethanol blending program, which has been a cornerstone of Government of India National Bioenergy Strategy, remains a transformative opportunity for the sector. Having achieved the 10% national blending milestone in June 22, India is now targeting 20% blending by 25-26. In fact, this is year as a whole, because otherwise we've already reached 20% blending. But for year 25-26, the entire year will be, the target is 20%. And in fact, government is trying to set targets even higher, which are work in progress. So this ambition necessitates the expansion of ethanol capacity, particularly through the use of grain-based feedstocks and surplus sugar derivatives, thereby converting agricultural overcapacity into strategic energy resources. So policy incentives, such as interest subvention schemes, assured offtake pricing by oil marketing companies, and enabling framework for cane-based and grain-based ethanol production continue to provide financial viability to integrated sugar ethanol players. Importantly, during the year, Government of India introduced the Sugar Control Order 2025, to modernize sectoral oversight, improve supply chain transparency, and bring ethanol diversion and byproducts under clearer regulatory scope. So I think this had been a part of the government's constant emphasis on ease of doing business. So, but nonetheless, since it's a government-regulated sector, it was not without disruptions. In late 2024, the government temporarily suspended the use of cane syrup for ethanol due to projected lower sugar output, which affected realizations and volumes in both sugar and ethanol segments. So while this decision was short-term in nature, I think it highlighted the sensitivity of this sector to policy recalibration. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll have the next question coming up from Miss Anju Gangwar. Ma'am, please go ahead and ask your question.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Yes.
Go ahead.
सर, आप डालमिया शुगर को राष्ट्रीय प्राथमिकता में योगदान करते हुए कैसे देखते हैं?
Sorry, ma'am, question.
डालमिया शुगर को राष्ट्रीय प्राथमिकताओं में योगदान करते हुए कैसे देखते हैं?
Okay. Good morning, Anju. आपके I think कंट्री और जो हमारे पीएम का लॉन्ग टर्म विजन जो है कि डेवलप्ड इकोनॉमी बाय 2027 बनना है. सो इस स्लाइड में जो कंट्री की प्रायोरिटी है उसमें हमारे जितने भी स्ट्रेटेजिक इन्वेस्टमेंट है क्लीन एनर्जी में, सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर, एथनॉल ब्रांडिंग है, ये सब नेशनल प्रायोरिटीज में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं. जो ये फॉसिल फ्यूल से बायोफ्यूल में ट्रांजिशन हो रहा है, फार्मर इनकम डबल करने के जो गोल्स हैं और रूरल इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन पे जो गवर्नमेंट के जितना भी स्ट्रेस दिया जा रहा है, ये सब एरियाज हैं जहां आपकी कंपनी का काफी क्रिटिकल रोल है और हम अपना ये पार्ट यहाँ पे प्ले भी कर रहे हैं. थैंक यू.
The next coming up is Mr. Chintamani Patil. So please go ahead and ask your question.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yes, Mr. Chintamani. Good morning.
It is understood that Bagoli Sugar Industry and Distillery Limited has been merged with Dalmia Bharat Sugar and Industry Limited. How do you see this benefiting the company?
Yeah, Mr. Chintamani, the consolidation of business has led to efficient and economical cost management, cost savings, pooling of resources, optimum utilization of resources, rationalization of administrative expenses, services. DBSIL has increased capability for offering products by virtue of its enhanced resource base, resulting in better business potential and prospects. We are able to access larger markets due to this integration. Then it also augments the manufacturing footprint and capabilities of DBSIL by increasing the scale of manufacturing operations. So it leads to synergies in operational process and logistics alignment, creating better synergy, better utilization of human resources, and further development and growth. And I think as the chairman also mentioned and CFO also mentioned, I think this process of integration has gone along absolutely well. So pleased to, this is pleased to report on this. Thank you.
The next we have is Mr. Jayasilan A. Sir, please go ahead and ask your question.
Excellent. Sir, my question is, what is PSL's outlook for 2025-26?
Piyush would like to.
Yeah. Thank you, Pankaj. I hope I am audible.
Yes.
Yeah. So as we look ahead to FY26 and beyond, Dalmia Bharat Sugar Industries Limited remains confident in its ability to navigate challenges and seize the emerging opportunities. Undoubtedly, the global uncertainties persist, like from geopolitical shift to evolving monetary policies. The company is strategically poised to accelerate growth, enhance operational efficiencies, and unlock new value streams. The company anticipates the stronger working capital management supported by higher ethanol offtakes, improved cash flows, and improved rather inventory rationalization in sugar segment. Looking ahead, DBSL is committed to drive inclusive growth, fostering innovations, and contributing to India's clean energy and food security goals. Thank you.
We have two more questions in the chat box. The first one is from Mr. Pranil Bhate. The question is, what is the latest year for which sustainability or ESG report is released?
Yeah, Mr. Bhate, we produce an integrated report. So, for 2025-26 also, the annual report, contains the BRSR, the sustainability reports. So, I mean, you could access all relevant sections in the annual report for this year.
Sure. So the last question from the side of speakers is Mr. Manilal Kanji Poladia. He asks the question: what is the sugar production distillery target in financial year 26 or forthcoming sugar season?
Okay. So, Mr. Pogadia, in this, sugar, is a it's a, I mean, agroclimate depends on the sugar production, depends on agroclimatic factors. And, I think while we are targeting, I mean, growth in terms of the volume numbers, growth year on year, we had reasonable growth and we are targeting, growth in similar ranges. It's right now, looking at the predictions which are there for the monsoons, and looking at the crops that we are looking at Karnataka and Maharashtra. So we expect significant uptick from last year in our Maharashtra operations, and UP in terms of the cane volumes or in terms of the productions, the UP volumes will see a growth rate which is slightly lower than Maharashtra. The ethanol production would, today would depend on going forward. What are the kind of for ethanol blending year 2026-27? What are the kind of policies which are finalized? What is the pricing framework which is finalized? So I think, but overall, yes. I mean, overall, we are looking at very good growth numbers. Thank you.
So our next speaker in line is Mr. Manjeet Singh. So please go ahead and ask your question.
डालिमा भारत की मैनेजमेंट टीम, कैपिटल टीम और माय को शेयर होल्डर, मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। सर, हमारी जिस तरह से प्रमोटर होल्डिंग है, कोई आने वाले टाइम में क्यूआईपी इशू हम ला सकते हैं? और जो हमारे साथ ये सीमेंट और पावर का है, इससे हमें कितना बिजनेस प्राप्त हो रहा है और हमारा ईपीएस इनसे कितना बढ़ता है और आने वाले टाइम में 2025-26 में कितनी उम्मीद है हमें इससे? अदर इनकम जो है पिछले साल के मुकाबले इस साल कम हुई है, इसकी क्या वजह रही है? पिछले साल जो है 107 करोड़ 19 लाख रुपया हमने अदर इनकम से दिया था और इस साल जो है 74 करोड़ 71 लाख रुपए आए हैं। एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट जो है पिछले साल हमने 200 करोड़ 35 लाख और इस साल जो है 224 करोड़ 26 लाख। तो ये एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट अच्छी बात है। इसमें आपने जो है लास्ट ईयर कितने एम्प्लॉयज अपने साथ नए जोड़े हैं या उतने ही एम्प्लॉयज पर इतना खर्चा हुआ है? थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए। फाइनेंस कॉस्ट जो है हमारी 50 करोड़ 9 लाख रुपए थी और इस बार जो है 63 करोड़ 7 लाख रुपए। ये क्या इजाफा रहा है, इसका थोड़ा आप रीजन बताएंगे? अदर ये सारा घूम फिर कर अदर एक्सपेंसिव जो हैं, जो पिछले साल 298 करोड़ थे वो 323 करोड़ पे पहुंच गए। अगर ऐसे 8-8, 10-10% हम बढ़ते रहे, इतनी कंपनी है तो इतने कई सालों से इतने नहीं बढ़े, तो इस साल इतना क्या इंक्रीज करने में रहा? ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पर हमारा शुगर उपलब्ध है, जो आजकल जो है फ्लिपकार्ट, ब्लिंकिट वगैरह जो हैं उन पर हमारे प्रोडक्ट उपलब्ध हैं। थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए। और इंडस्ट्री से हमें किस तरह से शुगर के ऑर्डर प्राप्त होते हैं? क्या हम फार्मा सेक्टर से भी सप्लाई करते हैं अपनी शुगर की, क्योंकि उसमें प्रीमियम क्वालिटी जाती है? तो थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए कि फार्मा सेक्टर से हमें किस तरह से प्राप्त होते हैं ऑर्डर। और BSC का कोड हमारा 500097 और डालिमा शुगर जो है हमारा सिंबल है। इसकी पूरी रिस्पेक्ट करते हुए हम आपको कंपनी को चला रहे हैं। लास्ट जो है क्वार्टर में इन्वेस्टर कंप्लेंट कितनी रही हैं और उसका कैसे समाधान निकाला है हमारे CS साहब ने, थोड़ा इस बारे में बताइए। आप आने वाले टाइम में तरक्की करें, इसकी हम आपसे आशा करते हैं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं। थैंक यू फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टीम, थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरी टीम। इतनी पुरानी कंपनी है, कुछ आप अपने ऑटोग्राफ के साथ अगर अपना कुछ स्टेशनरी आइटम प्रोवाइड कराएंगे तो हमें अच्छा लगेगा। मर्यादा में रह के ही जो चीज संभव हो सके, अगर कुछ ऐसा संभव हो सके अपने, क्योंकि हम ऑलरेडी कलेक्टर भी हैं कुछ ऐसी चीजों के, अगर आप अपने ऑटोग्राफ के साथ कुछ स्टेशनरी आइटम प्रोवाइड कराएंगे तो हमें अच्छा लगेगा और आगे कंपनी तरक्की करे, हम ठीक उम्मीद करते हैं। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू मंजीत जी, आपके आई थिंक कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स के लिए भी। मैं आपके जो डिटेल्ड क्वेश्चन है मिस्टर पीयूष को एक बार हैंड ओवर कर दूंगा, बट जो शुगर का है, जहां तक देखिए फार्मा शुगर तो हम नहीं बना रहे हैं अभी, बाकी लेकिन इसके अलावा आपने जैसे मेंशन किया फ्लिपकार्ट, जोमेटो वगैरह इन सब प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे हमारी प्रोडक्ट्स अवेलेबल हैं। सो हम प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट्स 1 kg 2 kg 5 kg बैग्स वगैरह में बना रहे हैं। इसके अलावा इंस्टीट्यूशनल कस्टमर, इंस्टीट्यूशनल सेल्स भी हमारी मोर देन 50% सेल हमारी इंस्टीट्यूशनल सेल्स है, जो थोड़े प्रीमियम पेइंग कस्टमर्स हैं। सो बट फार्मा शुगर हम लोग इसके बारे में आपने भी ये पॉइंट रेज किया है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा कंपनी सोचेगी, बट अभी हम लोग फार्मा शुगर में नहीं है। थैंक यू। पीयूष, कैन यू टेक ओवर?
तो मंजीत जी नमस्कार। काफ़ी सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं, हमने कोशिश किया है कि सभी क्वेश्चन को आंसर किया जाए। तो पहली चीज़ तो 2-3 खर्चों के संबंधित है कि हमारे टोटल एक्सपेंसेस और अदर एक्सपेंसेस पिछले साल के वनस्पति काफ़ी बढ़े दिखाई पड़ रहे हैं। तो अगर आप देखें हमारी जो रेवेन्यू है, सेल्स है, वो भी 26% से बढ़ी हुई है। तो जब रेवेन्यू बढ़ी है तो उसके लिए रॉ मटेरियल और फ्रेट, लेबर, सभी चार्जेस उसके उसी लाइन पर बढ़े हुए हैं। तीसरा क्वेश्चन था अदर इनकम, को लास्ट ईयर ज्यादा थी, इस साल कम है। लास्ट ईयर हमने एक लैंड पार्सल को सेल किया था, उसका इनकम वहां पे इंक्लूड है, इसलिए इस साल को अदर इनकम कम दिखाई पड़ेगी आपको। जहां तक फाइनेंस कॉस्ट की बात है, चूंकि हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है बघौली कंपनी को एक्वायर करने के लिए और ग्रेन डिस्टिलरी लगाने के लिए, तो उसके लिए हमने कुछ टर्म लोन लिया है, उसकी वजह से आपको इनके फाइनेंस कॉस्ट में बढ़ोतरी दिखाई पड़ेगी, जबकि उसका बेनिफिट हमें अगले सालों में मिलता दिखाई पड़ेगा। EPS हमारी फेवरेबल रही है बिकॉज ऑफ स्केल एंड द इफिशियंसी एंड द लेवरेज बेनिफिट्स। EPS जो हमारी लास्ट ईयर थी वो 33.66 थे, इस साल हमारी 47.78 के आई है। हमारी उम्मीद है कि आगे भी इसी तरह के परफॉर्मेंस हम करते रहेंगे। आई होप आपके सभी क्वेश्चन हमने आंसर किए हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. We next have Mr. Keval Kumar. Sir, please go ahead and ask your question.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Please ask your question.
Good morning, Chairman sir, Board of Directors, my fellow shareholders. Myself, Keval Kumar, speaking from New Delhi. I have a few questions in my mind. About a year ago, there was a news that our company is going into honey production, and it will be marketing under its own brand name, a new honey product. So I would like to know what is the status of that project. And my second question is that what is the effect on volume and price of ethanol on the decreasing crude oil prices? Is it government determined or market determined? And now coming on to the financial results, just see page number 179 of the annual report. Having said all the praise for the company's business regarding increase in sales, etc. But I see something adverse reporting also. You see total cogeneration capacity, so cogeneration of power. I would like to know what is the plant load factor during 23-24 and 24-25. It seems that plant load factor means generation of power has decreased. And similarly, under distillery, only there is a installed capacity of 850 kiloliter per day, but the actual production is only 21%. During in wind farm project also, there is only 14% plant load factor. How the company will earn profits with so low plant load factors? And in sugar production also, there is a decrease from 635 million ton to 556 million ton during this year. So is it not saying that company is in degrowth mode? And I would like to know all this. And thank you.
Yeah, good morning, Kevalji. Thank you for your questions. First question regarding, honey, I think we had discontinued this business, in FY 2022-23. So, presently there is no, this business is not continuing, so there is no plan on honey. Then, second was in terms of ethanol volume and prices. See, there's a government of India's ethanol blending program, is not based on the cost of crude alone. It's based on a lot of other factors which are, farmer. One is, of course, the overall farmer incomes, because eventually, revenues from the sale of ethanol do flow into better payment realization for the farmers, faster payments, industry is able to make. So farmer benefits overall also, you would have probably read in the newspapers that from other than sugar and grain prices, of course, are government determined. But other than that, also the prices for other ethanol grain crops such as maize and broken rice, they've also gone up because of a result of this ethanol blending program. So farmer benefit, then foreign exchange savings, the lower emissions. So I think there is a whole lot of reasons because of which the ethanol blending program is running in the government of India. And we can assure you that, the stress on ethanol blending program of government of India continues to be in place. There can be small bumps on the way, but the the priority remains on the ethanol blending program. Government is committed on this program. And in fact, as I had mentioned in response to one of the earlier questions, that we are also planning to, as a country, to move beyond 20% blending. So I think there is absolutely no pressure on the volume or the prices on ethanol. Then, I think your third question was in terms of the cogeneration of power and, so cogeneration of power, sugar production. I think I'll answer all these questions in one thing. See, all of these, so they are dependent on the cane crushing, and the cane crushing because of overall, you would have seen the balance sheet. The overall India's production has been, cane crushing and sugar production have been lower. So consequently, our cane crushing and sugar productions have also been lower. So these are they are seasonal factors. They are not really, they don't point out to any long term. As I had mentioned that next year, we expect to bounce back, or probably even even higher than previous the 2 years back levels. So so these are only, they are only seasonal variations, nothing more than that, and they do not impact your company's business adversely on a long term, on a medium or long term basis. Then in terms of the wind farm, your last question was related to 14% PLF of wind farm. See, wind farm typically, you're right that this is an old farm that we have. When this farm was set up about 20-25 years back. So 14-15% efficiency is a, normal efficiency is for this. It also depends on, I think the PLF have been dropping because of the wind flow patterns, the plants where we are located. But, it's this is something so in terms of, the plant, we are still, it's not that the plant is unprofitable because it's an old plant, depreciated plant. So even with 14% PLF, your company still makes money on the wind farm. So thank you.
Sir, our last question is from Mr. Rajiv Roshan. So please go ahead and ask your question.
Sir, I'm Rajiv from Muzaffarpur. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you're
Yeah,
audible.
yes.
Please go ahead.
Sir, at the outset, I would like to place my sincere appreciation and definitely would like to congratulate the company for remarkably strong balance sheet of the financial year 24-25. So indicating phenomenal growth of about 26% of total income over last year. So this is the highest ever PAT, marking a growth of more than 42%, a milestone achievement by all standards. This has led to an impressive improvement in earning per share to rupees 47.78, which is up by rupees 14.12 over previous year. And of course, dividend, including generous interim dividend of 300% for financial year 24-25, sir. So once again, I congratulate you and the company for achieving a net debt-free status alongside record revenue and PAT. These milestones are a testament to the company's strong financial health, prudent capital allocations, and operational excellence. So to me, this performance is not just a reflection of numbers, but of excellence in execution, sound governance, and a long-term strategic vision. So I wish the company registers exponential growth in the coming future. All the very best, sir. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Rajiv ji. I think it's because of the stakeholders like you, which we are motivated, year after year in turning out excellent performance and returns to our shareholders. Thank you.
There are no more further questions, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rastogi and Mr. Gupta.
Thank you.
So all the items of the business as per the notice of the 73rd Annual General Meeting have been taken up. I now declare the proceedings of the Annual General Meeting as completed. I now request and authorize the Company Secretary to declare the results of the voting upon receipt of the scrutinizer's report by placing the same on the website and filing with the stock exchanges at the earliest and not later than 9th of July 2025. On behalf of the Board of Directors and Management of Dalmia Sugar, I convey my sincere thanks to all the members for attending and participating in this meeting. Stay healthy and safe, and a big thank you to everybody.
Thank you, sir. I shall do the needful. Thank you all the board members, all the shareholders, auditors. Thank you all for making this AGM a success and extended your full support. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.